Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Chrome Tour golf ball from Callaway.
Seth Waugh is stepping down as the CEO of the PGA of America, moving to an advisory role. That announcement coming earlier today. Waugh has held that role since August of 2018 and informed the PGA Board of Directors he would not be renewing his contract, which is set to expire on June 30th, addressing the staff earlier today as well. He served as the CEO of the PGA of America for nearly 6 years, oversaw purse increases at the PGA Championship, which are now $18.5 million, and the KPMG Women's PGA Championship, that purse now $10.4 million. Also helped to guide the move of the PGA of America's headquarters to the new facility in Frisco, Texas. We'd like to welcome Seth Waugh and John Lindert, president of the PGA of America. And Seth, I think the obvious question is, why now? What drove this timing?
Well, Whit, before I go, was that intentional to have us come on after Miles?
That's a great question. I have nothing to do with the order of the stories.
The beginning and the end, if you will.
Nothing to do with the order of the stories.
Look, it's a good time in my life to move on with my family, and we have 5 children, and there's definitely something to that. But the reason from a PGA of America perspective is, like, I'm really proud of where we are. We've come an enormously long way. We've done a lot. The game has never been in better shape. It's up 40% or so since I started, and it's growing in ways that we've always imagined. Right, with fastest growing cohorts being females and people of color, and all the sort of intentional things that we've done, and it's going unabated. Right, it's 10% year over year kind of growth on and off the course. So that's great. Our members have never been in a better spot. We are at a high watermark in terms of members. We're at 31,000, up from, I think, 26 when I started. All-time pay numbers as well. It's over $100,000 a year is our average pay now, which is up 30% or so when I started. And I don't mean to take credit. It's all in a good spot. And frankly, our member satisfaction has never been higher, nor our net promoter score. And we've built Frisco. We've created a deferred comp plan. We've survived COVID, not only survived it, but sort of turned it into an opportunity. We've saved the Ryder Cup from potentially not doing it with fans, and moved it to odd years. And by the way, I think the other thing that we're proud of is how united how much collaboration there is in the game. And I like to think that I was a part of doing that as well, to try and bring the game all together through Make Golf Your Thing and other things that we've accomplished together. So, I remember my first day on the job was at the Paris Ryder Cup, and I remember the jets going over, and I happened to be standing next to Michael Jordan, and the jets go over, and the fans are going nuts, and I realized at the moment that this was an unbelievable opportunity, but also an awesome responsibility as well. And I always had this goal to sort of leave the room a little better than we found it. And together with our folks, the board, our 31,000 members, I feel like we've done that the game is in better shape. And we have a great management team that I think can carry on that momentum. And I have full faith and confidence that everything will continue. So it's a good time personally, but also professionally. We just got through our big part of our season. We just finished our KPMG last week, which we're very proud of. And it's sort of a sprint from sort of March 1st to July 1st almost for us. And so we intentionally, did it at a time when we have a little bit of a lull in the action. But it's been an incredible run, the most fulfilling thing I've ever done. And I'm just really grateful and humbled by the opportunity.
John, as you look ahead, question for you. What does the PGA of America now look for in the next CEO?
Well, obviously Seth has brought a lot to the table. He brings his relationship building skills. He's got relationships with our partners and those within the industry, the game itself. So we're going to try to fill that void. Great leadership comes along with that. In the interim, we've placed Kerry Haigh as the interim CEO. Kerry doesn't really have any desire to become the CEO. he likes his day job, but we felt like we needed to have a conduit between the team and the C-suite and the officer corps and the board. So we'll do a national search, both using external and internal candidates. We've hired Spencer Stewart to help do our search, and we'll try to find somebody that can fill those shoes that Seth has worn for the last 6 years.
That shouldn't be hard.
The statement says, Seth, you're going to be in an advisory role with the PGA of America. Are there topics or projects that you would like to look towards in that advisory role?
Yeah, look, I think I'm very flattered and honored to be asked to do it. I said to our team earlier, there's no expiration date on love of the game, passion for the game, passion for our members, passion for the PGA of America, and therefore I'm going to make myself available. I think the important thing is to sort of at some point, once you've had your run, is to get out of the way. So I'm certainly not looking to manage anything, but I will be on call for anything and everything that people need. And I think there's the Ryder Cup comes to mind. It's in our backyard of Bethpage, and so I want to be helpful there if I can be. Obviously, there's things going on in the professional game that are that are a bit messy, and if anybody needs my sort of advice or help on that, I'd certainly jump in. My sense is that early on, and again, I said, everything's in really good shape. We have a great management team. Our finances are good. I think our brand's at kind of an all-time high. We've brought on incredible partners, including T-Mobile this year, which is probably our highlight partner. And so helping to sort of continue to sort of help with those relationships is something that is really important to the association, and frankly important to me. These people are my friends, and I want to make sure that we're serving them as well as we should. And it'll be on call as opposed to me trying to intercede on anything.
Lastly, Seth, what's in the immediate future for you? What's your next step?
Well, you can see I've grown up my hair, so I'm going to the beach. I'm going to take like I like to work, and I don't think I'm completely done. As I said, I had a chance to have more impact than I'll ever have, and if I can find another opportunity where I can have impact, I'm interested in that. But I've promised my beautiful wife Jane the honeymoon that we never had, and so I'm going to hopefully have a really good summer with our 5 kids, and then begin to return some phone calls if there are any, kind of after Labor Day, and then hopefully, I haven't had a summer in a long time, so I'm looking forward to that, and then getting back into something that's where I can be useful.
Seth Waugh, who is stepping down as the CEO of the PGA of America, John Lindert, the president of the PGA of America. Thank you both very much for your time. And Godspeed. Thank you.
Whit, thanks for everything. And the Golf Channel has been an amazing partner, and I can't personally thank you enough. You've always been incredibly supportive of us and me, and I just want to thank you. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.